Hi guys, Alexis Downie here with this week's episode of Icebreakers, another at-home edition. Lots of news around the NHL this week. Let's get right to it. The Ottawa Senators announced over the weekend that a second player has tested positive for the coronavirus, and they've both been self-quarantined for the past 2 weeks. Coming out late this afternoon, the Colorado Avalanche issued a statement saying that one of their players has tested positive for the coronavirus. He has been in isolation since he first got his symptoms and has since recovered. The NHL announced on Wednesday that the NHL Draft, the Scouting Combine, and the NHL Awards, all supposed to take place in June, have been postponed. At a later date, the NHL will reevaluate when they would like to hold those, the time, and the place. Lastly, the NHL still doesn't have an exact timeline for when it's going to return. Players, staff, and coaches have all been in self-quarantine, and they're supposed to be until April 4th. Once that date gets closer, and that is actually next weekend, the NHL will look at when they could possibly come back, depending on how the coronavirus outbreak is still going. In the community, the New York Rangers goalie Henrik Lundqvist donated $100,000 this week to a food bank of New York City. This will support about 8,000 families during the coronavirus outbreak. Tampa Bay Lightning also announced this week that they will be donating 500,000 meals to a food pantry in the Tampa Bay area. Their captain, Steven Stamkos, took to Twitter to make this announcement for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
We're going to get through this together. We're going to get through this as a community, and that's why I'm here today. I'm very proud to announce that my teammates and I will be donating to this great community of Tampa Bay.
And finally, the Chicago Blackhawks Foundation launched an initiative matching program where they will be matching a response fund that the Chicago area has created. Many of the players have taken to Twitter to support it. And just today, Jonathan Toews announced that he will be donating $100,000 towards this response fund. Players are continuing to stick with social media, showing off their hockey at home, as the NHL has been calling it. Anze Kopitar shows off his 10 push-up challenge with his kids on his back, probably a lot harder than it may look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And next on the list, PK Subban and his star girlfriend, Lindsey Vonn, work out as well. Looks pretty difficult. And finally, Panthers captain Alexander Barkov working on his shot still from home, but of course with a toilet paper roll. That's all for this week's edition of Icebreakers. I'll keep you updated with more next week.